Hello, everybody. Today is April 22nd, 2018. I was just asking my boyfriend, and he wouldn't be helpful towards me, so I had to look at my phone to confirm it. Anyway, we're going to be heading out to the park soon. Should I try to sit down? Should I? Maybe. Yeah, okay. Anyway, we're going to be heading to the park soon. I wanted to do a video today. I am 13 weeks and 4 days approximately pregnant, and I wanted to do a video referring to things that I did not know until I got pregnant, or like symptoms I've experienced. And you know, I'm still in the first trimester, depending on who you ask. Some people say, oh, you're in the second now, and then other people are like, well, you're in the second when you hit 14 weeks, so let's just say I'm still in the first trimester. That's fine. I'm okay with that for the next 3 or so days. For the most part, things have been well. It's been more like anxiety, and also I did struggle with nausea real bad. I did not expect that. When I first became pregnant, or rather when I first discovered I was pregnant, I didn't have nausea. I had breast pain initially, and I think it kind of seemed to subside, and then before I knew it, the nausea kicked in. Like, that sucked. Some days ago, probably close to a week ago or so, I vomited violently in my boyfriend's bathroom. That was fun. But for the most part, it's been a lot more under control than like, I haven't vomited since then, and it's been a lot more under control. One thing I learned: if you take vitamins and you are recommended to take vitamins, then take them with food. Do not try to be a hero and take your vitamins on their own. For some reason, at least for me, I'm more nauseated on an empty stomach since I've been pregnant, and yeah, you know, that's my advice as far as that goes. One thing I really wanted to talk about is how, this is so gross, but how much my body chemistry has changed. Funny enough, a woman had mentioned to me about, again, TMI, but she had mentioned to me about she felt that her vagina changed and scent or whatever. Personally, I haven't really noticed that issue yet, and hopefully it kind of stays that way. But the thing I have noticed is my underarms, for sure. I've always been the kind of person where deodorant worked well for me. I never understood when people would say my deodorant stopped working. The old joke is that, yeah, you just didn't put any on, right? My deodorant has stopped working. It's legit stopped working for me. And I didn't know that would happen until after it happened to me. And I looked it up and saw other women went through the same thing. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, I've never really had that problem before. So that really threw me for a loop. In fact, I think that's my most embarrassing pregnancy symptom, has been my deodorant not working like it should. Like, where before I could get about 24 hours, or in some cases more, okay? Not saying that I made a habit of that, but you know, sometimes shower isn't available to you, road trips, come on. You know, and I would be okay. Now, by the end of the day, and sometimes before the end of the day, my underarms are like ill, and I'm just like, what the heck, you know? Another thing I did not expect is that I am breathless a lot. I breathe very, very heavy. I think I had heavy breathing to some degree before, but it's really bad now. It's really easy to get out of breath now. So, and that I read that that's a common pregnancy symptom. However, me being very overweight, I'm sure makes it worse. So yeah. Things that I did not expect. Let's see. Nightmares. I have had a lot of nightmares. I don't think so much recently. It hasn't been that bad, but like weeks ago for sure, I was having all kinds of crazy nightmares. That was not fun, and it got to the point where when my boyfriend would go to work, he goes to work at nighttime often, and when he would go to work, I would ask him, can you leave the bathroom light on? Because I did not want to be in the dark. I was like really scared. So yeah, that's another one. Um, so I'm trying to think of like the various things. Right now my perfumes still smell the same to me. I've heard like with, I will say my sense of smell has probably gotten a bit better. But my perfumes, for the most part, I still enjoy them. Like, I've heard with some women, they can't wear their own fragrances anymore. I can still wear mine. I don't know if they still smell the same on me as they did before. I don't know. Because, like I said, my body chemistry has changed a lot. But for sure, I can still wear them at least. Like, I don't mind them, you know. And let's see, what else? Things that I did not expect. I might have to do like a part 2 on this. I have one more. Okay, so previously on this channel, I talked about my struggle with PCOS. And PCOS is one of the leading causes of infertility issues. Not talking about permanent infertility issues like a hysterectomy would bring, obviously, but just saying that it's a condition that causes a hormonal imbalance, or is a hormonal imbalance, whatever, however you want to look at it, chicken or the egg, and it can make it very difficult for a woman to become pregnant. Well, I have joined PCOS groups online and shared my experiences and stuff, pre-pregnancy and post-pregnancy. My pregnancy was a very happy surprise. It was not something that I was working towards because I didn't even think it was going to happen, blah, blah, blah. I've talked about that previously. Well, since I've become pregnant, though, you know, you become kind of drawn to people who are also trying to have a baby, or thank goodness he finally shut the door. I told him to shut the door. Anyway, you become drawn to people who are trying to have a baby, or they are drawn to you, where they want to ask you questions and things. And, you know, I've doled out some advice to some ladies who actually seemed very receptive to it and stuff, of, you know, conception help, you know, how to have a baby. Not that like I said, I wasn't trying, but I just have looked into some of this stuff, and I was taking certain things, like I was taking maca before pregnancy, and I've previously taken chasteberry, and both of those things in the TTC community, trying to conceive community, have been linked to pregnancy, right? Pregnancy success. So getting back to that point, one thing I did not expect was how some women can be so bitter about another woman having a baby. And that, I did not expect that. And it was kind of sad for me, especially because it's not, I don't even know what to say about that. I would, okay, let me form my words, and it's almost 10 minutes. I'm going to try to wrap it up at 10, but, I was one of those women where I even questioned whether or not I was ever going to get pregnant. So, like, to have that happen was just such a miracle for me, is such a miracle for me, and I'm super, super thankful for it. And I definitely am not out to, like, rub anybody's face in it. In fact, I want every woman who wants to give a child a loving home and will give a child a loving home to be a mother, you know. Now, that being said, one time recently I had given some advice, you know, here are some things real quick, tips for fertility. If, you know, you want to have a baby, if you're overweight, lose some weight. I'm not saying you have to lose every pound that you need to lose based on BMI, but if you lose some weight, you improve your chances of fertility. Number 2, look up a product called Maca, M-A-C-A. I started taking it for weight loss, but it may have led to, helped influence why I became pregnant. The other thing is look into a product called chasteberry. I don't know if you would combine the two or not, but look into both of them and kind of form your own opinions and look at other women's experiences and reviews. Now, anyway, I have a friend who is trying to conceive. She made a little post. This is going to go a little bit over 10 minutes. She made a post on her Facebook page, and her friend was just so bitter and mean when I had gave my friend some hope by saying my friend had lost some weight recently. She lost 40 pounds, and I was giving her some hope by saying, oh, well, one of the things that can lead to pregnancy is weight loss, and, she's lost weight, so, like, saying, hey, you might be having a baby soon, whatever. Well, the friend who said that she'd lost 50 pounds left a rude message saying, well, that doesn't work for everybody and blah, blah, blah. No crap, Sherlock. I know it doesn't work for everybody. That was the boyfriend, by the way. But I know it doesn't work for everybody. I never said nothing works for everybody, okay? You can listen to every bit of advice that I and other people have, and it's not going to work for every single person. No shit, Sherlock. Excuse my language. But to shut me down and dismiss me on something that if you look it up, you'll see that there are results that have come from these things I'm recommending, and I'm pregnant, and I have PCOS, and I'm fat. You know what I mean? Shut up, And I'm sorry to say that. I'm just venting. Sorry. I'm venting because she was, like, to me, I just felt like she was such a bitter Betty. And, I just wish that women who want to have a baby like her could learn to be more supportive of those of us who are right now carrying a baby, or who have had children or whatever, because you want to be that. So I feel like what good is it doing you to be nasty and bitter, and then you're going to run into someone who's nasty and bitter, why do that? Like, I don't know. Anyway, I'm just getting that off my chest. So those were some things I did not expect. Sorry this video ran so long. I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you. Take care. Bye.